The speech is called Having a Backup Plan. I am nothing if not a realist. There are situations in life that arise that no amount of preparation can help. For a great number of these situations, you can have a backup plan. A backup plan is like a safety net for a trapeze artist, or a fail-safe for you to fall back on. In a very realistic sense, having a backup plan is like having a fire safe for important documents and cash. In fact, that itself is a backup plan. I'm going to list just a few events that are worth preparing for. They can range from small personal issues to full-blown worldwide events. These things include, but are not limited to, identity theft, water shortages, food epidemics, a vehicle breakdown, roof replacements, septic tank issues, electric grid going down, an invisible fence for dogs or cats. The list is endless, you name it. These examples are very possible and can happen to anyone at any time. Being prepared for them is one step we can do to mitigate the effects of ourselves and our families. Given some of these examples, here are some backup plans in case of any of these circumstances. In the case of identity theft, this involves daily life. You can invest in a service called LifeLock to safeguard your identity, or just policing yourself on where you use your personally identifiable information. That can help prevent such incidents from happening. Another example I mentioned earlier was food and water shortages. For food, I suggest planting a garden or raising your own animals. If you don't have land, you can still have plants inside or at least seeds for future planting. Also, I know that some may think this is radical, but consider getting a firearm. If you ever needed to kill your own food, you would need a firearm. For water, there are rainwater collection systems, or you could easily fashion your own from the use of your gutter system and a receptacle. Honestly, whatever the situation, I personally suggest keeping 20 gallons of water and at least 10 pounds of rice in a sealed container in your basement. This is something anyone can do as a failsafe. Another example, and possibly one of the most ergonomic, is having an emergency bag in your car in case of a breakdown. Breaking down in a snowstorm could be deadly. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration study, minus the treacherous road accidents, 571 deaths occurred in the U.S. from 1996 to 2011. In light of that, though, I suggest an emergency bag for your vehicle, and some things that you should have in that bag include jumper cables, basic hand tools, a blanket, at least a liter of water, a small supply of non-perishable food, a flashlight, hand warmers, and a medical kit. Anything else can be added, of course, you name it, smaller the better. Lastly, the example of the invisible fence for dogs and cats. The reason I use this one is because numerous times in my life I've had my animals get out or neighbors' animals get out, and I've seen this happen. That's when a dog gets loose and gets hit by a car, and it's not pretty. Even my cat has gotten out twice. You may think your particular animal would never run away, but they could get another animal they could see another animal or person and be gone in a flash. So I got the invisible fence as a backup plan. I do not want to explain why my dog is no longer there to my children. So a simple backup plan was getting the invisible fence. They say it's better to have and need than to need and not have. All of these examples are pretty general, but have one thing in common. They can be prepared for and totally mitigated by having a backup plan. You don't have to be a doomsday prepper, but you should always have a backup plan.